What's up, guys? This is James. I'm here with Rob the Man, who recently top 8'd this YCS Las Vegas Time Wizard event with the Flip Dragon deck that he is known for. And
Rob's Dragons.
Rob's Dragons, exactly. Rob Dragon 2. And I thought that it was probably the coolest deck in the top 8, so just wanted to give it some love and show off the deck. Rob, what do you have to say?
So, first off, I want to say shout out to Konami and everyone who helped organize this event, because I know how much work went into it. We had 96 teams, which I think if you include all the players, that's the biggest retro Yu-Gi-Oh event ever.
Yes.
So shout out to Konami for doing this. We want more.
Yes.
Give us more retro Yu-Gi-Oh. We love it.
100%.
I know you're watching. And then I also want to shout out James, for we talked quite a bit about testing. My teammate Matt, other teammate Matt, who's not here. We all had great records throughout the weekend. We both went X1 in Swiss. Our other teammate went 5-2 in Swiss. So, you know, shout out to them. We all worked really hard, and let's get into the profile.
Cool. All right, show us what you got.
So, I played Flip Dragons. I'm gonna go through it real quick because it's pretty standard. It's not too different from the RBT list I top 4 with. We're playing all of the dragons, 3 red men, 3 wyvern, 3 debris, 1 drago. We're also playing the 3 Raiko, and the change I made is I took out the Upstart Goblins and I added in 2 hamsters. I tested a lot against Black Wings, and I just felt like playing this was a good way to stall them enough to kill them.
It's so good going first. It's just
so
the best
good.
turn 1 play. Like, it's so good.
It's so good. Like, honestly, if people attack into a hamster and don't kill it on that attack, it can be game winning.
Just lose, yeah.
Just lose. 2 Kaias. I tried 3, but there's so many bricks in this deck that playing 3 just wasn't viable. Plague Spreader, Dark Armed, Reaper. We're still playing the Dark package. Dark Arm's too good.
Somehow you're still on the Dark.
Somehow, Dark Armed Dragon's the best card in the format, and the best monster in the format. I think you're crazy for not playing it. Playing Card Trooper, Gore's Trag. We love to mill. Like, this card is so good in this deck to set up, pitch a Wyvern to revive a red med, so we still play it.
Sure.
And then for these spells, nothing crazy. You're on the Allure because you're still on Dad and all the other darks. Braincon, Future Fusion, Heavy, Lightning Vortex, MST. I know James is like shaking his head. Lightning
Explain.
Vortex.
Just give us 10 seconds on Lightning Vortex.
Sure. So let's say you're going against Duplock, Christia,
sure.
Any other crazy thing. You can pitch a Wyvern or a Red Med, in phase, bring it back. It also helps set up for game. You know, if your opponent has no back row, you can go Red Med, summon Drago, Lightning Vortex, just one-shot them.
Yeah.
I know it looks weird, but it's in this deck, it's like Raigeki, honestly.
Did it perform? Like, you activated it a number of times?
Yes, I never sided it up.
Cool. Amazing.
Yep. And onto the traps. Another big change I made was I added the extra Compulse. I think James played it 2 Compulse in his original list.
Yeah.
It was just so good. Like, I actually really wanted it a lot during the RBET. I kept on siding 1, I think. So decided to play 2.
Awesome.
2 Dust Tornado. I was really happy with Deck Devastator 6. 10-foot, I think, played 9 traps in his Frogs deck. So I felt really confident playing 2 Dust Tornado main. And sure enough, I played against 3 Frogs today, and all of them had over, I think, 6 traps. So, really good card. Bottomless, Dust Shoot, Mirror Force, Call, Solemn, Torrential. This is also one more change I made. I think in James' original list, on my RBT list, we didn't play the Torrential.
But I added it too. I think it's too good. Yeah.
It's just too good. It's a power card. You can do the whole, like, flip hamster, activate torrential, clear the board, get Raiko.
You like the call? I mean, call goes crazy in that.
Call goes crazy because you're milling the red med. You're gonna bring back the red med.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to special summon it via. You can tribute it or just special summon with call, which is that good.
Sure.
The extra deck. So a change I made was I cut the Mistworm I played at the RBT to play Chimera Tech. I didn't really expect any Machina, but when we get into my side deck, I'll explain. I did play 2 Cyber Dragon, and I figured if you're gonna play Cyber Dragon, you might as well play this. All the good dragons, and then all the good generic synchros. The only thing I was on a fence on was cutting the magical android for a second Stardust because I play the Starlight Road in my sideboard.
Sure.
But it just didn't come up enough.
Did you make Android? Android also for time. I mean,
we're playing in a real life event. We went to time. I didn't go to time once, but you know, my teammates all did go to time twice, I think. So didn't come up.
What'd you play against also, just if you can remember?
Sure. So I played against Quick Draw round 1, then Hero Frog, Hero Frog, Hero Frog.
Oh, wow.
Then Quick Draw again.
That's supposed to be a bad matchup, though. You just smoked him?
Supposed to be.
Yeah.
Supposed to be. I actually played against Steven Silverman in round 4.
Okay.
Who I didn't know who he was at the time, but apparently he's won multiple YCSs. Very good player.
I think he's in the finals right now.
He's in the finals right now. And then I played against Vayu and then Diva Hero. Yeah. And so like my thinking for the event was, there's been so much discourse in Edison right now about how Vayu Turbo is the best deck.
Sure.
And who's to say if that's true or not? But all I know is this deck is really good against Vayu Turbo.
It does give it a hard time.
It gives it a very hard time. The main deck Drago is insane. So I figured, why not play something that's going to spike Vayu Turbo? So I was considering Amaryllis for a while. I was also considering just playing Vayu Turbo. But I just kept on coming back to this deck, and it just kept on overperforming for me. I do want to say, during Swiss, I only successfully resolved Future Fusion twice. All of Swiss. So you do not need it to win. I know there are a lot of haters from the RBT who kept on saying I only topped because I resolved Future Fusion all day, which wasn't true. So in the Edison for my Discord, in the Disaster Dragons channel, I wrote down every single time I resolved Future Fusion. So there is timestamped proof.
Get him.
Get him, yes. The haters.
A friend of mine said he exclusively played Vayu Turbo in the main event and in all of the pods he played. He played only against Vayu Turbo. Over 5 or 6 or 7 matches or something.
Yep, and I couldn't believe I only faced one.
You only faced one.
It felt very unlucky, but still overperformed.
The side and then...
Side, so still playing the double Drago, double Crow, double Snowman. The game plan, I didn't play against Black Wings at all, which is fortunate, but the game plan is you always side out the Card Trooper and the Sphere Reaper to bring in these. And then I added 2 Cyber Dragon because Black Wings is a hard matchup, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, but it is a hard matchup, and just getting the extra special summon against Hero Beat or Black Wings is just so good.
I decided to, I also think, you know, at this type of thing, it's like, you don't know people coming from different formats, or like Synchro Cat.
Yeah.
I like Cyber Dragon against Synchro Cat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's tons of matchups where it's just good to get over a Hamster or Raikou or eat a Bottomless and just keep going.
Yeah.
So I played Minecon this time. Huge oversight to not play Minecon during the RBT, but rectified that. Mind Crush, DDV, always play the two together. Starlight Road, Triple Rug, Frog Tax, came in clutch, 3 frogs, right? But that's the deck.
Sick, man.
Yep.
Any other closing, I don't know, thoughts or shout outs or anything you got?
No, I think that's it.
And you went, what was your record overall? So
I went
you guys
X1
topped to X1.
X1 in Swiss, and then we got to top 8, and I won my match, but my teammates lost, but I watched their matches, their game 3s, and I think we played it the best I could. I was really proud of them. They did a good job.
And you went what? 7-1?
7-1 overall.
Sick. So
yep.
Good performance of the day.
Good performance. No giant card.
Sadly.
But we'll get them next time.
You and me both. All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, have a good one, man. Great to meet you here, and sick deck. Glad you could do it with the Dragons, and hope everyone enjoys. Peace.
Thanks.